Today on WBLN News, Belen Tombola is coming up. Yesterday, the 11th graders went on a field trip to FIU, and it was signing day for the seniors. All this and more coming up right now. Good morning, Belen. I'm Stephen Calles.
And I'm Guillermo Tozo. Welcome to This Is Just in WBLN for February 4th, 2016.
It's finally here, Tombola, the biggest fundraiser for the Belen Scholarship Fund. The Tombola helps students cover tuition expenses. With more on what to expect, here's Teobaldo Rosell.
The central patio is empty now, but come this weekend, it will be filled with students and families for the biggest fundraiser of the year.
Tombola is an event that dates back to the first Belen campus in Cuba, which is where the great food comes from, such as churrasco, pan con bistec, and pan con lechon. However, we now have some classic American traditional food in place as well, such as the juicy hamburgers and the chicken tenders.
With renovations to the cafeteria happening as Tombola comes around the corner, what is going to change from previous years?
We're pretty excited about the changes. Given the limited space, we've been able to consolidate some of the booths and keep some of the favorites in familiar areas, but most of the activity will be both in the central patio and out near the area just near the tennis courts.
This year we've done a little less food booths, but we've kept all the great booths like hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, French fries. All your favorites are going to be here.
And remember, Belen, sign up for those shifts and get those tickets sold. For WBLN, I'm Dale Rosell.
Thank you, Rosell. Belen is asking any gently used items are able to donate to be sold in the marketplace, if possible. Please hand them into your homeroom teacher. This Saturday will be the annual Belen Tombola Flag Football Tournament. It will be teams of 7, and the forms can be acquired from Mr. O in homeroom F202.
To be or not to be, asked junior Daniel Martinez as Hamlet alongside 28 of his classmates, all of whom visited FIU's Frost Museum to experience Shakespeare's first Folio exhibit. Now touring the nation, the Folio Museum is providing legions an opportunity to see a book, their first folio published over 400 years ago, containing many of the Bard's most popular works, including Hamlet. For the performance, Josh Lara was humorous as a ghost, and Francisco Armstrong hit all the right notes with his pitch-perfect Queen Gertrude, as they and 11 others reenacted lines from Hamlet as part of their tour. 8 students were given the opportunity to experience the Elizabethan England and the original Globe Theatre via a 3D device. In addition to the focus on Shakespeare, the museum featured an exhibit certain to interest many, Belen students, history of video gaming. With interactive capabilities, this exhibit will no doubt appeal to any old school gamers with a fondness for Atari or Pac-Man.
So basically, we went to the Frost Museum of Art at the nearby campus of FIU, right across the street from Belen. And what they had to show us was actually one of the original folios made by actors of Shakespeare's own company from his own Globe Theatre that had most of his plays written almost word by word from what he actually taught his actors.
Attention juniors and seniors, the sign-up sheet for the Belen Youth Mission Trip will be on the Belen website on Friday. The mission trip will take place from June 24th to July 3rd. Again, only juniors and seniors can sign up for it. In national news, 3 Republican presidential candidates are dropping out of the race. Mike Huckabee, Rand Paul, and Rick Santorum have decided to suspend their White House bids after poor results in Iowa. Senator Paul discussed the matter with staff yesterday morning and sent out a statement confirming the decision to drop out of the Republican presidential primary. The freshman senator was once viewed as a formidable presidential contender, but he finished a disappointing 5th place in Monday's Iowa caucuses, registering just 4.5% of the vote, despite placing a heavy emphasis on the state's college towns to bring out younger voters inspired by his libertarian-minded message. Paul, a Kentucky Republican, is expected to now place his focus squarely on his Senate re-election bid.
Senator Rick Santorum will now endorse Marco Rubio. Santorum won the 2012 Iowa caucus and ended that race with the second most number of delegates to eventual GOP nominee Mitt Romney. But he was unable to capture any momentum this year despite extensive barnstorming efforts in Iowa. He is the 3rd Republican presidential candidate to drop out. The first was Mike Huckabee, who ended his campaign Monday night.
A law requiring police officers to wear body cameras gets an extra push from the family of a Florida man who was shot and killed by a police
He was
officer
a
in October.
law-abiding citizen.
Today
in
would have
every
been
way.
Corey Jones's birthday.
And
Jones was shot and
his
killed by a
family
former officer, Newman
can tell
Raja,
you about
after
Corey
Jones's
Jones
car
better than I
broke
can
down
ever
along the
articulate.
highway exit
But
ramp.
just remember,
Jones's family members went to the state capitol on Wednesday morning to press lawmakers.
In international news, a 10-year-old Afghan boy was shot and killed by the Taliban while the boy's uncle Mullah Abdul Samad was recovering. Wazir Ahmad took over the position and successfully led those men for 44 days. Mullah Abdul Samad said, "He fought like a miracle. He was successfully leading my men on behalf of me for 44 days until I recovered." Samad fully recovered and returned to his position, and Wazir returned to his normal life as a 4th grade student. While he was walking to school, the Taliban shot and killed him. Police had declared him a hero because of his bravery. There's another example among countless others of the brutality of the Taliban.
Now let's check out your scoop for today.
Bocce Club will be meeting in F202. Amnesty International will be meeting in G204. The Aviation Club will be meeting in F201. The Key Club will meet in the Kosciuszko Dining Hall. The Notables will be meeting in I-109. The Student Council will meet in the Roca Theater. And every day this week, the chess team is meeting in F208.
Now stay tuned as we bring you weather and sports right after these messages.
Good morning, Belen. It looks like a nice warm day. Let's take a look at the map. As you can see, very little chance of rain. Should be a good day to practice for the Tombola tournament on Saturday. Let's take a look at the highs and lows for today. Today will be a high of 78, a low of 66 with a 0% chance of rain. But on Friday and Saturday, you may expect some rain. On Friday, a high of 69, low of 66 with a 40% chance of rain. And on Saturday, a high of 74 and a low of 67 with a 40% chance of rain.
Four Belen Jesuit student athletes signed their national letters of intent to play sports at the collegiate level. The signing ceremony took place yesterday at the Kosciuszko Athletic Center. In football, Tavish Rice signed with Princeton University, Mario Baina signed with Case Western Reserve University, and Pablo Venegas signed with Claremont McKenna College.
The National Signing Day is a very special day, not only here but everywhere around the country. What it means is, what it means in reality is it's the first day where kids can sign their scholarships or letter of intent to play at a school. This year we had 3 guys that were ready to go, and hopefully in the next few weeks we'll have up to 5 more guys figure out where they're going to go play. But it's always a nice day. The school does a first-class job organizing this day. The other sports did theirs in the fall, and it's really nice, having the ceremony and then having a little celebration after with food and seeing the parents, the happiness of the parents, and then the togetherness of the class, how close you guys are as a family. So many players and other sports were here. just makes Belen a special place.
Daniel Brennan, who will be rowing for the University of Pennsylvania.
You know, myself, like the rest of the recruited athletes today, we're just feeling so happy and so grateful that our coaches, our friends, our families came out to support us today. They're the ones who made this journey for us possible. The years of dedication that we've put in mean nothing unless we have the support of the greater Belen community. So it means a lot to have all of them gathered today to sort of wish us well as we move on.
Belen wasn't the only school in Miami with an impressive signing day. Yesterday, the University of Miami football team landed some top hometown talent in 4-star wide receiver Sam Bruce out of St. Thomas Aquinas, 4-star wide receiver Deontay Mullins out of Gulliver Prep, and a surprise commit from 4-star receiver Amon Richards out of Wellington, who chose Miami over Alabama. This recruiting class consisted of 15 signees, and 14 of them were from the state of Florida. Last night, the varsity basketball team suffered a tough loss against Sunset Senior High School. The Wolverines got off to a slow start and was trying to catch up the entire game. The final score was Sunset 71, Belen 60. The team finished the season with a record of 21-5. The 6th grade baseball team plays St. Timothy at home. Game time is 3:45 p.m. The varsity tennis team will play at Gulliver. Match time is 3:45 p.m. The quest for a state title continues tomorrow. Belen will host South Fork in a regional final game. The winner of this game will advance to the state semifinals. Admission to this game will cost $7. Game time is 3:30 p.m. Let's go out and support our team. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Frankie. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Stephen Calles.
And I'm Gabriel Tozo. From right here at WBLN, have a wonderful day and stay Golden Wolverines.